2.5-point favorite. Vanderbilt's 2.5-point favorite. LSU 2.5-point dog.
Arr.
A lot of people in the Vandy betting train.
Yeah, because it moved from a point or a point and a half.
Dave Portnoy of Barstool put over $200,000 on Vanderbilt to cover this game.
He must not like money. He must hate it.
So there's a lot of people that favor this matchup for Vandy, what they do well, what LSU struggle with. And Matt, I'll be honest with you, like on off campus, when people start talking about this game, they're like, yeah, I think Vanderbilt covers pretty easy. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what matchup are we talking about here? It's the offensive struggles for LSU. It's not being able to run the football for LSU. Now, Whit Weeks potentially being out is something people are certainly paying attention to, because if you face a Diego Pavia, who would you want chasing that guy around? Whit Weeks, right? So he's going to be a game time decision.
A couple of guys going against each other just growling the whole time at each other. Quarterback.
Whit's throwing up, puking rally.
I know. And speaking of Whit, we could talk about his injury all we want to.
Yeah.
But the big news coming out of the Whit Weeks story is he shaved his head.
He did.
So there's a story in the Bible. We all know it.
Samson and Delilah?
Yeah. His power came from his hair, bud.
Yeah.
A little bit nervous about this one. So I think, do you see some line movement based on that?
It's not that crazy.
But no, okay, so what? It is his ankle. It is a bone bruise on his ankle? Is that what I read?
So I think what I read was, obviously in the bowl game he had a major injury.
Yeah.
And required surgery. And I saw that it was soreness related to that injury. Now, I know there was some reporters that saw Whit in a walking boot. I believe it was yesterday, and that was reported. I do want to – and, look, this isn't me speaking on Whit's injury because I truly don't know. I won't see Whit until later on, a couple hours on the plane. But I will say this. This medical group is very cautious with any ankle injury, with any shin, with any – you'll see somebody in a boot as a precautionary measure. Like, that's kind of what they do. Like, I've seen guys with Braylon Moore, when he had his sprained ankle, he went directly into a boot. When Wes Weeks had his calf, boot. Yeah,
because there's no reason not to get in a boot because you can walk with it. You can your life doesn't really
I'll tell you
change.
this: I've seen guys that have had boots on after a road game and played in the game the next week and practiced the next week.
Right.
It is something that they do. Like you said, why wouldn't you? Just throw it on, protect yourself, rest it. So the boot portion of this, I wouldn't look too much into that because again, this medical team, that's what they do. They've always done it, and that's just kind of part of the everyday injury precaution type stuff. Not to say he's going to play because I really truly don't know, but
I mean, all I get my news from Twitter. So I just saw that potential bone bruise, potential like boot. You never know. I agree with you though. Like the boot isn't like an end all be all. Now, if you see someone crutching around, that's a different thing.
Oh yeah, crutches are a red flag.
Yeah, but I had like a foot thing in high school, and I wore a boot everywhere just because I didn't want people
you're from Texas.
I didn't want people to. Good one. Good one. All right. Okay, this is a different type of boot, though.
Okay.
All right. But I wore it just because I didn't want people to step on it, or like I didn't want to like accidentally hit it against a table or a chair. Yeah. So I just wore a boot, and you can walk around. Your mobility's fine. Saw someone in the chat here say, "I know that Landry Kiffin is Delilah, but I can't prove it yet."
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel about that? I mean, I've never seen him puke in the game or wear a walking boot until Landry. People are talking.
Don't love that. Look, if Whit doesn't play in this game, I do, and we talked about it yesterday, I do think LSU is very deep at linebacker, but I'm not going to be foolish enough to say that an All-American linebacker being out of the game is not something that is going to, help you in any way if he's out. If an All-American linebacker is out of the game, it's something that you have to make up for. It's not something you hand wave.
Yep.
There's certainly one in this game where you're playing against a Diego Pavia that likes to improvise, likes to, when nothing's there, try to create a play, and, he'll wave the football around, he'll pull a spin move out, and all of a sudden you look down the field and he's got 17 yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in a game like this, that's where you want a Whit week. So, again, game time decision. He is, a fellow meathead, so I would assume he's going to give you everything he's got to be able to be out there on the field.
Yeah, for sure.
But
and look, from the silver lining for LSU fans and the LSU defense is that they already have the experience. They played in the Florida game. Whit got kicked out of the game three plays in, so they've been able to go and they've been able to play at a high level without him already this season. So they know they can do it. They know they can create chaos. And Diego Pavia, he is the heart of that team. He's the heart of that offense. He is the engine that makes it go. But let's not get it twisted that he's like this explosive, like 4-3 guy that
right.
he's a guy that does everything, does a little bit of everything. He can throw it. He can run it. He's tough. He's gritty. He's not going to slide. He's going to dive at your knees, trying to take your knees out as a ball carrier. He's going to try to push the pile.
Yeah.
If his ball carrier is getting held up and defenders are trying to come in and hit it, he's going to come in from 20 yards and try to clean someone out. While there, he plays like an offensive lineman. He plays quarterback like a linebacker. But the team speed for LSU is going to nullify like the potential for, unless there's missed assignments, unless there's some sort of trick-em-dick-em play that gets him out in the open. He's not going to like just outrun people to the sideline or outrun people for a long gain. I said it 2 days ago. It's death by 1,000 cuts with Diego Pavia. So, of course, you want your All-American linebacker out there. But I think there's people that can make up within that LSU roster to keep us competitive, to keep our defense elite. And we did it. Again, I go back to the Florida game. He was hurt. He wasn't hurt. He got kicked out of the game for a crap call.
Our feelings were hurt.
Our feelings
after
were
that
hurt.
Call. Yes.
The referee's ears were hurt because he was screaming so much on the sideline. But
Yes.
he was out of the game. They found a way to stay elite on defense.
Yeah.
They had 5 interceptions on DJ Lagway. I would expect this defense, whether it's Whit Weeks is out there or not, I would expect this defense to give Vanderbilt all that they want.